Thank you for tuning into another edition of the Daily Scrum News, reporting from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm Kenneth Wund. Culley Kipling started the Junior Storm basketball program as part of the Manitoba Aboriginal Sports and Recreational Council, MASRC, to connect with Indigenous youth throughout the city and from rural Manitoba. He aims to provide Indigenous youth with the opportunity to play basketball year-round without financial costs as a stressor. Kipling emphasizes that he understands the impact of the environment that many Indigenous youth experience, so he hopes his program will allow boys to play basketball without having financial barriers deterring them from pursuing their passion in the sport. My goal for the Storm Boys is to provide them with leadership through an Indigenous perspective, as every single one of the boys I teach are bright and talented. I dream they can become strong and resilient men, which will help guide them on their educational, personal, and career journeys, Kipling says. While Kipling tried to start the basketball program for young Indigenous male youth in 2019, he admits he was not equipped with the best understanding of operating a not-for-profit sports program. Plus, the pandemic began shortly after Kipling's attempt, which was followed by a province-wide lockdown, halted the program's launch. 3 years later, in February 2022, Storm, an Indigenous-based inclusive basketball boys club, was officially launched as part of MASRC. Kipling acknowledges that he comes better equipped to take the lead responsibility of Storm with the 3 years of knowledge he has acquired since enrolling in the Asper School of Business at the University of Manitoba. Kipling is also a member of the Indigenous Business Education Partners at the Asper School of Business, which he says contributed much to his networking skills. Kipling attributes his success to his grandparents' teaching and upbringing, a time he recalls with fondness, though also recognizes the hardships his family experienced, to which he says helped mold him into the person he is today. Anything and everything that I have is because of the understanding of the world I gained growing up. At the end of the day, nobody will do the work for you, and you must learn to be committed and reach for your success. You must seek to be humble and keep your perspective open for what the universe has planned for you, shares Kipling as parting advice. Culley Kipling is in his 4th year in the Asper School of Business at the University of Manitoba, majoring in human resource management. Kipling plans to officially graduate in fall 2023. Postgraduate, he aspires to pursue a master's degree. Kipling's paternal and maternal grandparents were residential school survivors who were forced to assimilate, resulting in losing their culture and identity. Though Kipling identifies as an Anishinaabe man and is fluent in his Indigenous language, Ojibwe, which he taught himself 5 years ago. His spirit name is Fly's High Black Thunderbird Man, and he belongs to Peguis First Nation. Culley Kipling is a father of 2 children, a daughter, Clara, who is 4 years old, and a son, Caleb, who is 1 year old. In 2011, Kipling was awarded the Alberta Indigenous Games 16U gold medal. Then in 2014, he won the North American Indigenous Games 19U bronze medal. Until we meet again, this is Kenneth Wund, reporting from Winnipeg, Manitoba for the Daily Scrum News.